Hello everyone, I'm Click Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 59 between LSG and CSK. The last time these two teams met was in their previous game in Chennai where Urvil Patel smashed a joint fastest 50 in the IPL history and CSK won the match chasing 204 runs. LSG had lost 4 out of their last 5 matches whereas CSK had won 4 out of the last 5 matches before this match. So before going to this game, we'll look at the squad changes for CSK. So CSK had a lot of injury issues. So Ramakrishna Ghosh was ruled out for them, and they brought in McNeil Narona as their replacement. And after the last match, Jamie Overton was also ruled out of the IPL, and they brought in Dan Forrester, the South African all-rounder, as his replacement. So they also brought in Kuldeep Yadav, the left-arm pacer, as a replacement for Khalil Ahmed, who was also ruled out of the tournament. Now going back to the match. So this match was played at the Ekana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow and LSG had won the toss and decided to bowl first. CSK scored 187 runs in the first innings and LSG chased down a total in only 16.4 overs. Mitchell Marsh was the player of the match for his excellent knock of 90 from just 38 deliveries. Now let's go to the playing 11 for the match. So for LSG, there were 4 changes with Abdul Samad coming in for Akshat Raghuvanshi. Mukul Chaudhary was brought in for Himmat Singh. Mayank Yadav came in for Avesh Khan and Akash Singh came in for Digvesh Rathi. So Josh English was their impact player who came in for Prince Yadav. For CSK, there were 2 changes with Spencer Johnson coming in for the injured Jamie Overton and Gurjapneet Singh came in for Akil Hussain. So Gurjapneet was their impact player who came in for Shivam Dubey. Now we'll go to the overs of the match. So CSK started very well in the first over with Sanju Samson hitting 3 boundaries to Mohammad Shami to start the innings with the 13-run over. Then Akash Singh bowled a decent over giving 1-4 to Ruturaj Gaikwad and the over went for 7 runs. Then Shami bowled a decent over giving just 5 runs and in the next over, Akash Singh got the wicket of Ruturaj Gaikwad after being hit for a boundary. Also, in that same over, LSG took a review for a caught behind against Sanju Samson, but Ultra Ace showed flat line and LSG lost the review. Then Prince Yadav continued the good bowling from LSG bowlers with a 3-run over, and again Akash Singh picked up a wicket in the next over of Sanju Samson, and CSK finished the power play at just 37 for the loss of 2 wickets. Then Mayank Yadav came in to bowl the next over, and he was hit for a 4 by Karthik Sharma and Urvil Patel also hit a 4 to score 14 runs of that over. Then Akash Singh again picked up a wicket of Urvil Patel in his next over and then on the first ball Rewal Brevis hit a 6 to score 10 runs in that over. In the next over Karthik Sharma hit a 6 to Shahbaz Ahmed to score 8 runs and Mayank Yadav bowled a 10th over giving away just 2 runs. At the end of 10 overs CSK were 71 for the loss of 3 wickets. Then in the next over, Shahbaz Ahmed was hit for a 4 by Karthik Sharma and Brevis finished the over with a 6 to get 15 runs in the over. Mayank Yadav bowled a decent over giving just 1-4 to Karthik with the over going for just 6 runs. Then in the next over, Prince Yadav was hit for 2 sixes by Karthik Sharma to score 16 runs in that over. Shahbaz Ahmed then bowled a decent over giving just 7 runs. Then in the next over, Karthik Sharma hit a 6 of Mohammad Shami to get to his 50 on the second ball. Then Mohammad Shami got the wicket of Deval Brevis on the 4th ball and Karthik finished the over with another boundary to get 12 runs in that over. Then in the next over, Karthik Sharma hit a 6 and 2 fours to Shahbaz Ahmed before getting out on the last ball. The over went for 15 runs and then the next 2 overs went for just 11 runs with LSG bowling 2 good overs without giving any boundaries. Then Mohammad Shami came into the attack and he was hit for 4 each by both the batters Prashant Veer and Shivam Dubey to get 11 runs in the over. Then in the last over, Shivam Dubey hammered Prince Yadav for 23 runs hitting 2 sixes and 2 fours to get CSK to 187 for 5. Now going to the second innings. LSG started well with the bat, getting 15 runs in the first over of Mukesh Chaudhary with Mitchell Marsh hitting 2 boundaries and Josh English got a 4 of a leg by. Then Spencer Johnson bowled a good over, giving away just 5 runs in the next over. Then Anshul Kamboj was hit for 11 runs with both the batters English and Marsh hitting a boundary each. Then in the next over again, Spencer Johnson gave away just 8 runs with Josh English hitting 1-6. Then Mitchell Marsh hammered Anshul Kamboj in the next over for 28 runs, hitting four consecutive sixes in the first four deliveries and then finishing the over with a boundary. Then in the last over of the power play, Josh Inglis hit a four to Spencer Johnson on the first ball, and then Mitchell Marsh got to his 50 with two fours and a six to get 19 runs in that over. LSG finished the power play with 86 runs without losing any wicket. Then Noor Ahmed came into the attack and he was hit for a six by Mitchell Marsh to get 9 runs in the over. Gurjapneet Singh was also hit for a 4 and 6 in the next over by Marsh to score 14 runs. Noor Ahmed bowled a good ninth over giving 5 runs, but again in the next over Gurjapneet was hit for two fours by both the batters to get 10 runs in the over. At the end of 10 overs, LSG were in a solid position with 124 runs on the board without losing any wicket. They needed just 64 runs in the last 10 overs. Noor Ahmed bowled a good over, giving away just 5 singles, and in the next over of Mukesh Chaudhary, Mitchell Marsh hit a 4 on the second ball, but Mukesh Chaudhary got the wicket of Josh Inglis on the fourth ball. Then Nicholas Puran came into the middle and he hit the ball straight, but Mukesh Chaudhary got a hand to the ball to deflect the ball onto the stumps, with Mitchell Marsh getting run out at the non-striker's end as he was out of the crease. So LSG lost two wickets in the over and scored only 7 runs, and they needed 52 runs in the last 8 overs. Noor Ahmed again bowled a good over, giving just 2 runs, and in the next over again, Spencer Johnson got the wicket of Abdul Samad after being hit for a 6. LSG now needed 42 runs in the last 6 overs, and Gurjapneet Singh was hit for a 4 by Mukesh Chaudhary, and Puran also hit him for a 4 to score 10 runs. Then in the next over, Mukesh Chaudhary was hit for a 4 by Mukul, and the over went for 8 runs. LSG now needed 24 runs from the last 4 overs, and Anshul Kamboj came in to bowl the 17th over. Nicholas Puran hit 4 consecutive sixes in the first 4 balls to win the match for LSG. There was a chance on the second ball of that over to take the catch of Puran on the boundary, but Karthik, who was waiting to catch the ball, could not hold on to the catch as the ball went through his hands to end up being a 6. So now let's go to the scorecard of the match. So in the first innings, Sanju Samson 20 from 20, Ruturaj Gaikwad 13 from 9, Urvil 6 from 7, Karthik Sharma 71 from 42, Deval Prevish 25 from 16, Shivam Dubey not out on 32 from 16, and Prashant Veer not out on 13 from 10. In the bowling card, Mohammad Shami 4 overs 1 for 41, Akash Singh 4 overs 3 for 26, Prince Yadav 4 overs none for 49, Mayank Yadav 4 overs none for 26, Shahbaz Ahmed 4 overs 1 for 45. CSK scored 187 for 5 in the 20 overs with a run rate of 9.35, and there were 7 extras, all of which were wides. Now going to the second innings, Mitchell Marsh, the player of the match, 90 from 38, Josh Inglis 36 from 32, Nicholas Puran not out on 32 from 17, Abdul Samad 7 from 3, and Mukul Chaudhary not out on 13 from 10. In the bowling card, Mukesh Chaudhary 3 overs 1 for 24, Spencer Johnson 4 overs 1 for 39, Anshul Kamboj 2.4 overs none for 63, very expensive with economy of 23.62, Noor Ahmed 4 overs none for 21, and Gurjapneet 3 overs none for 34. LSG finished with a total of 188 for 3 in 16.4 overs with a run rate of 11.28. There were 10 extras in the innings, which included 1 by, 6 leg byes, and 3 wides. Now going to the fall of wickets for both the teams. So LSG lost just 3 wickets, with Josh Inglis getting out in the 12th over of Mukesh Chaudhary with Urvil Patel taking the catch. Then Mitchell Marsh was run out in the 12th over with Mukesh Chaudhary, the bowler, deflecting the ball onto the stumps as Puran hit the ball straight to catch Mitchell Marsh short of his crease. Then Abdul Samad was bowled by Spencer Johnson in the 14th over with LSG on 144. For CSK, Ruturaj Gaikwad lost his wicket in the 4th over to Akash Singh with Puran taking the catch. Sanju lost his wicket in the 5th over again to Akash Singh with Mukul Chaudhary taking the catch. Then Urvil Patel lost his wicket in the 8th over again to Akash Singh with Mitchell Marsh taking the catch. Deval Brevis lost the wicket to Shami with Akash Singh taking the catch, and Karthik Sharma got out to Shahbaz Ahmed with Aidan Markram taking the catch in the 16th over. Now looking at the top partnerships of the match. For LSG, the highest partnership was the opening partnership between Mitchell Marsh and Josh Inglis of 135 from just 70 deliveries. Josh Inglis scored 36 from 32 and Mitchell Marsh scored 90 from 38. Then the second highest partnership was of 44 from 20 between Mukul Chaudhary and Nicholas Puran. For CSK, the highest partnership was of 70 from 44 between Deval Brevis and Karthik Sharma. Deval Brevis scored 25 of 16 and Karthik scored 44 of 28. Then the next highest partnership was of 45 from 24 between Dubey and Prashant Veer. And the opening partnership was of 31 from 23 between Samson and Ruturaj Gaikwad. Now going to the graphs for the match. So as you can see in the worm graph, how far apart both the worms were from the third over. As they started at the same kind of score, but after the third and fourth over, you can see the CSK worm was going very straight, but the LSG worm, it kind of shot up from the fourth over and it went very far away from the CSK worm, and then they finished the chase in the 17th over. Now going to the run rate graph. So here also you can see the difference in between the run rates for both the teams. So CSK started with a run rate of 13 in the first over, then their run rate came sharply down to around 6.17 to end the power play, and then they slowly kind of picked up their run rate or finish at a run rate around 8.63. But LSG on the other hand, they started with a run rate of 15 in the first over. Their run rate also came down a bit, but not much, to 9.75. And then again, their run rate kind of picked up with a big over of Anshul Kamboj to around 14.33. And then their run rate also slowly dipped down, but they finished the game in the 17th over. Now looking at the Manhattan graph, we'll first look at the CSK Manhattan. So you can see in the power play, CSK had only that one big over of 13 in the power play, and all the other overs in the power play were very low scoring, and they lost two wickets also in the power play. After the power play, they had a good over of 14 runs, but again their scoring rate came down a bit in the next three overs, again losing one wicket. Then they had some few good overs in the middle overs, which went about 10 runs per over, and in the last over they scored 23 runs, which was the highest in the innings. Now looking at the LSG Manhattan, so LSG scored very well in the power play. They were on 86 at the end of the power play, and they had three big overs in the power play. One was of 28, the Anshul Kamboj over. Then the last one of the power play was of 19, and first over went for 15. So they scored very well in the power play, and they didn't lose any wickets. Then even after the power play, they kind of had a big overs with a 14 run over and a 10 run over. They had already scored a lot of runs in the power play, so they didn't need not that many runs, and they maintained the scoring rate and then finished the chase with a 24 run over, with finishing the chase in the four balls of that over. Now we'll look at both the Manhattan buildings side by side. So you can see how tall the LSG buildings are. You can see these three buildings which are very tall, which went almost to around 20 runs per over. CSK also had one big building of 23, but overall LSG scored those many extra runs in the power play and finished the chase in the 17th over. Now going to the summary of the match. So CSK struggled with the bat in the power play as they scored just as a runner ball, and in the middle overs they batted well to post a decent score on the board, as it was not an easy wicket for the batters. Then while defending the target, the bowlers struggled against the dangerous openers of LSG, and it looked like they didn't have any plans to counter the carnage from Mitchell Marsh, as he played a brilliant innings. It was an important game for CSK to keep their qualification hopes alive, but they were not up to the mark in this game and lost the match. LSG were very good with the ball in the power play to take early wickets, and they kept CSK to a decent total in the first innings. Then in the chase, Mitchell Marsh attacked the CSK bowlers, and the bowlers were put under a lot of pressure. They were not chasing a huge total, but still the openers, especially Marsh, scored at a very high strike rate to finish the game in the 17th over. LSG are already eliminated, but they have played very well in the last few games. It was their batting department in which they were lacking at the start of the tournament, with constant changes in the top order, as the bowling was always very good. Now they are batting with a lot of intent to score quick runs and are putting the opposition under a lot of pressure. So now let's look at the points table. So CSK are on 6th position with 6 wins out of 12 matches with 12 points and net run rate of 0.027. And LSG are on the 10th place with 4 wins out of 12 matches with 8 points and net run rate of minus 0.714. Now let's go to the graphs. So in the points graph, you can see LSG have joined MI on 8 points after winning this match, and CSK are still on 12 points along with RR after losing this match. Now going to the position graph. So there is one change in the position with CSK dropping from 5th position to 6th position after losing this match, and RR going from 6th to 5th position, and LSG have remained on the last position even after winning this game. Now let's go to the playoff chance graph. So after losing this match, CSK's chances to qualify has decreased from 46% to around 26%. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.